Alrighty, so it's been a few weeks since it shipped, but the Hammer LEDs have delivered. Box is simple, QR code for installation instructions on the side, and then we've got social medias on the back. Get her flipped back over, opened up. The packaging is very nice. We've got an early adopter letter, which is nice. It's always scary being the first of a batch, but I am the very first batch delivered. Inside of here, we got the flasher, we've got the adapters, and then some zip ties and such. And then these, if I can get it, aha, individually done signals. When you open these guys, these are sweet. Check this out. Oh, it's upside down. Hammer LEDs 12 volt. It's got the EU stamp on it. This is pretty dope. These are nice. They bend nice and good. The pumpkins, the factory pumpkins, have lasted for me at least 24 dumps, but this is gonna be fun to get everything on. So the idea is to get your 3 fasteners out on the panel, 1, 2, then 3 down here. You can use a Torx or an 8mm to get these little guys out. Once they're out, the panel slides up and out. You'll have your connector in there. You'll want to lift up on the tab close to you, and then it'll slide out. Then your whole panel removes. And then you got these guys down here that you'll want to get out. Now there's a few ways to do it, but quite commonly it's just kind of like rooting it. So you can get down here with a pick or a flat blade screwdriver, and then you can just give her a pluck and a pull and then work it out. It's quite miserable to do with one hand, so I'm just gonna get this done on my own. Alright, so doing these guys, you'll want to get your outer on. You'll want to remove the nut, the washer, put the outer on, feed it through the body panel as such. Get it out. I should be wearing my helmet with the GoPro. That would make this a lot simpler. So get your outer on, you'll get yourself a rough idea. You'll come on over. Let's see if that'll sit on my knee. Yeah, buddy. And this guy, your inner, can thread over. Eventually, run her on down. Find your hardware that you've misplaced now. Alright, so one great tip I can think of is to line these guys up. They just kind of rotate in their own housing. There's no defined spot, so getting them perfect, if you're considering that, is a little more frustrating. What I can think to do is get these a little bit out of alignment. So on the left-hand side, get it low, and on the right-hand side, get it high. That way, when you're adjusting it into position, like on this side, you'll be adjusting it in a tightening motion to ensure that you're maintaining tension on the nut on the back side, that jam nut, the lock nut. And then on this side, you'll be doing similar. You'll be bringing it downward, which again is clockwise, and continuing to keep that jam nut engaged on the back side. Because on this one, I noticed I was pointed low, and I've spun it, so now I got to pull the panel off again and secure the jam nut on the back. And I'm really wondering if I should even just put blue Loctite on it and know it's good. But that's something I've noticed right off the rip, and I think it's going to be appropriate and helpful. All right, so next is going to be getting the old flasher out, getting the new flasher in so you don't hyper flash, and then it's pretty simple. You just take this old guy here, pluck them on out, fish them out however you can. Get your hands in there. 2 hands, always easier. All right, once you get it, there's just a tab on the back side. Press the tab, wiggle it out. We're gonna go in here. You're gonna lose me for a sec. Boom, right there, got her. Now, These guys have these rubber tabs on them. And these rubber tabs, come on now, focus, focus. These rubber tabs help to just get it set up and on the chassis. So you'll just take it, wiggle it off with your hands, however you can. Screwdriver, anything is always nice. I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, so comparison of the OE flasher. It's got this post that's hidden, there it is. So this post gets the rubber boot on it, and that rubber boot then lives right on top of that guy there. But it seems different than the installation videos. I've now got this flasher relay. So it's got the same factory plug on it, but I don't have the boot that allows it to just live under here. And the instructions don't tell me where they want me to put this. So the question is, am I zip tying this somewhere? Or what am I doing? Who knows? So I've got those guys installed. Right up and in there. Come through, I give her a hit. Crazy bright. Very nice. And the best part has got to be that I shall no longer be smashing these giant pumpkins everywhere I go. So that's great plus. And I've only got the fronts installed, as I'm going to do a tail tidy on the rear. So these guys are done and out of the way, and the rear is supposed to be a bit more difficult than this. So we'll see where it goes when it goes.